Podcast, episode 68. And I have a special guest in the building. We've had him on before. Zach, how are you?
I'm good, man. Thanks for having me back, dude. This is always a blast.
For sure, for sure. And this is going to be a very Marvel centric podcast. So if you're a DC person, get the fuck out of
Yeah,
here.
just turn it off
Yeah,
right
just
now,
go ahead and
dude.
turn it off,
Yeah.
man,
We
because we're not
honestly-
talking about that shit.
And we don't want you.
Yeah, we don't need you. Unless you're a Snyder Cut fan, then
Fair enough.
then
Yeah.
we're cool, for sure.
For sure.
That 4 hour long fucking movie that they got away with is crazy.
Yeah, no doubt, dude. It's cool that they released it though. I'm glad they did, man. Because there's like a lot of that when they did the first one, there was so much missing there.
Yeah,
you know?
and it felt missing too.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
we,
Felt choppy.
yeah. So I'm glad they released it. My dumb ass watched all 4 hours. It was still fire.
Yeah, for sure. Well, you know who doesn't miss anything? Marvel.
Marvel,
Marvel
absolutely.
doesn't miss a beat, dude.
I mean, they missed. We have Eternals. Captain Marvel was kind of trash.
yeah, yeah, okay. So they missed a couple beats, but at least they got like there's enough story there for you. to
Yeah,
work
for it
with.
to make up for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So, wanted to talk Marvel. We have the Black Panther movie coming out here. I mean, came out yesterday. Wakanda Forever. I'll be seeing that towards the end of the month. But I just wanted to talk Marvel, man. I love Marvel. Marvel raised me.
Yep.
Essentially.
Yeah, no doubt.
What was the first movie you ever watched? Was it the Iron Man one?
Yeah, I saw Iron Man at
In theater?
damn, I don't remember, to be honest with you. Yeah, that's a good question. Like I was telling, we did a book review on it one time.
In school?
Yeah, or like a movie review for an English class. Yeah, back when it was 2012, so just a few had come out as the first little step there. But
Yeah. I remember I was in California because after high school, I moved to California for like 6 months. Maybe that's a lie. Maybe it was like 2. Maybe it was the summer. I don't fucking remember.
yeah,
It's a long time, but that's when Avengers came out. And I had remember this is probably the first time I saw a movie to where like people from other movies were like somehow in the same movie together.
yeah, they were involved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was so confusing. I was like, wait, what? There's
Yeah.
continuity?
And then if you didn't watch
Yeah,
anything
you
else,
don't know
you're
what the fuck's going on.
What is happening? Yeah.
And I think I saw Iron Man prior to that, maybe on TV at some point in time, because at that point it had been out for 4 years. But I didn't really like connect the dots. All I remember is like when I see the Hulk in Avengers, it's not the Hulk from the first movie.
Right.
Edward Norton.
But it's still the same story,
Yeah.
which is kind of
Then
frustrating.
he said, "Fuck you,
Yeah,
get
dude.
you out of here."
Dude, I wish they had gone back and redid it, honestly.
I don't think they could have. I think like if they would have just had Mark Ruffalo like be the Hulk from the start, I don't know how that would look, and like I don't think they wanted to remove the whole story because the Hulk movie, the original one, was pretty good.
Yeah, they should have done the whole exact same movie and just like same script and everything, same scenes, you know? Just
That
cut
would have
him
been
in.
wild.
They
And I think
probably
one of the
made a ton
reasons
money off of it.
I think one of the reasons like the actor didn't move forward with it is because Marvel was like, we have the shit, like we know what we're doing next, and he was like, I want to write a part of the movie. And they're
Yeah.
like, no, bro,
Yeah.
you're not a part of this. You're not in all the other movies, first of all.
Right.
And yeah, went to
Yeah.
Mark.
Yeah, when he's like Edward Norton is like that's what he wants to do is direct and write. And that's what I mean, not just what he wants to do. That's what
Yeah.
he's done successfully quite a few times now. So
Yeah.
that's understandable. Creative control, I guess. He missed out though, dude.
Yeah,
He missed out.
I bet you that Marvel money, he might want that back.
Yeah,
They should
exactly.
somehow bring him back as like
They could multiverse
something.
it.
They could do that.
Yeah.
They should bring him back as something because they're bringing back from the original Incredible Hulk, the leader, the guy who at the end of the movie has the blood dripping on his head and like brains getting all weird. They're
Right.
bringing him back.
Okay.
They've already brought back the Abomination. He's in She-Hulk.
Okay.
Same actor.
Interesting.
Yeah, so
Okay.
they've already brought him back.
Yeah.
He's also in Shang-Chi as well. The Abomination.
Is he?
Yeah, he's fighting Wong.
Is he as the Abomination? How am I not remembering that?
Yeah,
man?
it's in the little fight scene in I think it may be Madripoor, but like
Is it like a cutscene kind of thing where like
Mm-mm,
Wong
they're,
is there and he bounces?
no, they're like when they're if you remember where Shang-Chi receives the invite, and his sister also receives an invite, and they meet up and they fight in the cage. It's the fight right before that.
Oh, that's right.
So it's Wong versus Abomination, and he's
Right.
like, "Let's get you back, Emil," and he takes them to the holding place that he's in She-Hulk.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Yeah. Okay, I feel like it's because it's a quick scene,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. It's just kind of like him
Yeah.
going at it real quick and being done. Yeah.
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 So he's back. So I feel like they could bring him back in some kind of way. They even make fun of it in She-Hulk too. Like I'm not the same person I was. Like they even say that right out.
That's funny. Yeah. See, that's the one I haven't seen yet. She-Hulk, man. I'll have to check it out because you're giving it good reviews here. So
I'm not saying it's a good TV show. I'm saying that there's a lot of elements in there that are consistent with the MCU.
okay, so it's worth watching just to stay
Yeah.
afloat here.
And not having to wait for it to come out on a weekly thing either. Like,
Right.
just watching all the shits because they're only 20-minute episodes.
Okay, yeah,
So,
that's a piece of cake.
yeah.
Man. Yeah. Okay.
Literally, like the closing and the opening is longer. I feel like than the actual show.
Then what's going on in
Yeah.
between? Yeah. Okay. Okay.
So
I'll check it out.
man thing. Okay, yeah. So definitely want to jump into like some of the TV shows. I know you haven't seen all of them.
Mm-hmm.
I have,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll go into like a little ranking system. Which ones have you? So you've seen WandaVision, Loki,
Yep.
Miss Marvel,
No, I haven't
No.
seen Miss Marvel.
not Moon Knight.
No, which is my bad.
What was it? Why is this shit
Hawkeye.
not Hawkeye?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But you seen that one?
Yeah, I've seen Hawkeye. Yeah, I like that one. It's good.
And there's another one. I just can't. Is there another one? Or is it just that? This is not giving me very accurate vibes. I don't know why. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think there are 6. Okay. So, your opinion, like what was, you liked Hawkeye? Like that was a good series
I
for you?
liked it. Yeah, I would have to put Loki up top though.
It's number 1.
Yeah, I like the multiverse concept. I love the fact that they're hiding in apocalypse scenes. You know,
Mhm.
that's kind of exciting too. But
What do you
yeah,
think about
I'd say
Loki
that's-
like being attracted to himself as a woman?
ooh, I get it. Man. I get it. I mean, come on. You're a good-looking man. Think about you as a woman, dude.
Nah. Nah.
No?
Nah.
Okay. Teach their own, dude. Teach their own. I mean, I've always wondered, you know?
What if y'all don't even get along? That's wild.
Yeah, that would be, yeah, for sure.
You
Dude.
don't even
guys
like
just
yourself?
hate each other, yeah, and you realize, like, deep down that you just hate yourself, you know? Yeah. that
I
would be
loved Loki. It was really good. Again, like a lot of these shows, like I kept telling myself, like I'm gonna wait till it's all done and just like binge watch all of them. But then I couldn't do that. It just didn't
Nah.
feel right.
Yeah.
But in hindsight, I wish I would have just waited instead of expecting shit for following episodes. Because I'm the TV show guy, like reviewer.
Okay.
Like I would watch the YouTube channels, like breaking
Oh,
down each
okay. Yeah.
episode and like
Yeah.
this is a connection. This is not a connection. This is this.
Right.
This is this. But
You like
Loki
to
was
dive
fire.
deep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Loki was fire. Hawkeye was really cool too for what it was. Like
Mm-hmm.
if you're not gonna be a superhero, like have powers, it was
Right.
cool as it could be.
Right.
And I liked that it was around Christmas time.
Yeah. Yeah, for some ninjas, you know, like just
Yeah.
basic, like
Yeah.
normal human beings actually accomplishing things.
And I
That's
also
good.
like the fact that there was, Pintech also in the show.
Yes.
The giant arrow thing.
Yeah, absolutely. That was cool that they incorporated that. I do love how they weave it all together,
Mhm.
man. That's what's so good about it. And you can't miss anything.
Yeah.
You know, and that's why I do need to get caught up, probably before I go see Black Panther. Because I know I'm behind on a few of these.
Yeah, for sure.
But
Hawkeye
dude-
was fire.
And you're saying Moon Knight, huh?
Moon Knight it's neck to neck with Loki and Moon Knight.
Oh man, dude.
Because it teaches you a lot of stuff. Like it is like, and this is gonna be the same thing with Miss Marvel. Like
Yeah.
it's a teenage show, and I don't watch teenager shows like that.
Right.
Like I'm not a
Right.
Euphoria guy. Like I can't. I don't know. I'm not into that. But like it's
Yeah.
more than that. It teaches you about like Pakistan and England and how England like kicked people from Pakistan out of England and things like that. Like historical things that are actually true and factual.
Right, right.
Same thing with Moon Knight.
Mhm.
Dude's a what do you call the people at the museum? A curator.
Yeah.
He's one of those, and he has like a split personality.
Okay.
Personally, like he has that disorder.
Oh, okay.
So there's like
legit,
3
yeah.
people
Ooh.
in his mind,
Yeah, that's
and
scary.
he blacks out every time it's somebody else.
Right, right.
So you'll be in an episode, and you'll experience one half of something, and you'll see the other half of something from the perspective of the other person in his head.
Okay, gotcha.
And they dig deep into like why he got that disorder. Like
What was it?
it was like family. It was like abuse.
Ooh, yeah.
Like they go deep.
Yeah.
Like he tried to like basically like to get through the abuse, he would change his character
Right, right.
into
He'd be
someone
a
who's
different
stronger
person. Yeah.
than the kid getting abused. Like
yeah.
have someone protect him,
Right,
basically.
right, yeah.
And they grew up like that, so like all those personalities still exist. So anytime he's in danger, he'll revert back to the kick-ass version.
Got it.
And
Yeah.
then he'll go back to like the scary cat, like lame
Right.
guy, and then he also has like a assassin approach where he's like super strong.
Yeah. Okay. So his
yeah.
like weakness becomes that
Yeah.
power for him.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's really cool. Again, it's just like it's not just like Black Panther. I wish they actually would have done Moon Knight as a movie versus a TV series because it's like the same concept of like getting your powers from a god.
Right.
Like, of course, Black Panther has the black god.
Yeah. The black guy. Yeah.
Has the Black Panther as the god, is Basque, and then you have Khonshu, who is the god that he draws power from. So it's a little more direct and not like abstract like Black Panther because they kind of like put that in the background and stuff.
Right.
But it's a lot more like in your face.
Okay.
And it's Egyptian stuff. Like I would like to go to Egypt.
Oh, dude, tell me about it, man. Egyptian history is fascinating, man. All of that ancient history is, but
For sure.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's kind of why I liked. And again, I know you're gonna give me shit for this, but I did like Eternals.
Oh my gosh.
For them bringing in that aspect of things. That,
All they did is get 10 actors that were just like good actors, and it was like, hey, this is gonna be a shitty movie, but because you're in it, people are gonna come see it.
Yeah, we need you guys to redeem this script for us, please. Yeah, yeah.
And that was a part of the COVID stuff too. Like it was supposed to be out like well before it came out. So I think the anticipation was like, if it had come back to back with the movies it was supposed to come out with, maybe it would have been cool. I like how they introduced Blade in that movie. But no, like there's no way in hell any script. There's never been a movie in time that introduced 10 brand new characters.
Yeah, that's kind of rough. Yeah, yeah. I mean, they kind of did it with the Guardians of the Galaxy though, like where they brought in several people at the same time.
Yeah, but like they had their own identity. They actually did the work. Like you have Quill with ego, you have Gamora connected to Thanos, you have other people Drax being connected to Thanos because he fucked his family up. Like you had people drawing from things that already kind of existed.
Right.
Versus Eternals was like, here they are, and this is why everything happened in the future.
In 4000 BC. Yeah, here you go.
Yeah, robots fucking. That's
yeah.
And I hate that they made them robots because I don't think they're that in the comics.
Yeah, that was kind of weird too. Yeah, that they were like not AI, I guess. I mean, in a way they were. Yeah, and then I didn't like how they had no knowledge of their own history. How they were just being skipped around. That was kind of annoying too. Where they were basically just like slaves, to this god, or what was it? A
celestial.
Celestial. Yeah, yeah.
And I don't like either because honestly, like they haven't done too much after it either. Like no one's really said there's a giant fucking celestial hanging outside of the fucking ocean. Like no one talks about it.
Right.
And these future like things there's
I
one mention of it in She-Hulk.
Yeah.
But it's like on a TV that's like super small and it's like right there.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know why that's not a big deal.
Yeah, like this just happened. Like the world almost ended. These guys are coming out of the ground.
Yeah.
And not only that, but like the Celestial from Guardians of the Galaxy was very different than like what's going on. Like that was completely disconnected. Like he's a Celestial, and he's breeding worlds, creating new ones and stuff, and it doesn't tie in at all to like having to destroy worlds in the process.
Yeah.
So it's kind of weird.
Yeah, it is kind of weird. I don't know. I mean, it's probably one of my least favorite Marvel movies for sure.
Fair enough. Yeah,
for sure.
That's understandable. Again, it wasn't like a great movie. I just like the ancient history aspect of it, which is why I think I'll probably like. What is it? What's the Moon Knight?
Moon Knight.
Moon Knight. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's a bunch of artifacts and stuff like that. And kind of just going back into what that looks like. But I think basically the way I can explain Moon Knight, if you haven't never seen it, he's like the Marvel's version of Batman.
Okay.
Like, but he has powers.
Like wealthy. Like
not
aristocrat
wealthy,
kind of thing.
more so of like stealthy.
Okay.
Like he's not just like brought out there. Like he's calculated and he does all his shit at night.
Right.
But it's in white hood. He's flying around with the hood, and stuff like that. But I would think he would be like not the equivalency as far as like character, like big characters. Because I would say Iron Man and Batman are probably like.
Yeah,
those two types.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah,
but he's more like Batman as far as like what he does,
the way he operates. Yeah. Okay.
Not money. Like he has no money. I think. I don't know. Yeah. I think one of the personas has money and then the other one doesn't.
And he doesn't know.
Yeah.
He doesn't know he's wealthy.
Yeah.
That's rough. That's gotta suck, dude. To be rich and not know it. That'd be a bummer.
Like your other side, because like a couple of the scenes in the movie or in the TV show, like show him going on dates with people and waking up like prior to the date or after the date. Like he don't know what the fuck just happened.
Yeah,
like,
he doesn't
one of
know her or
his
whatever.
cooler self is fucking all these bitches and stuff
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that, and
He
he's
just has
lame.
no idea. Yeah, he's a dork. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Poor guy.
Yeah, it's good. I think it's only 6 or 7 episodes. It's pretty good. I
Yeah.
would say it's in my top 2 or 3 when it comes to just the TV shows for sure.
For sure.
Miss
Understood.
Marvel's great, just because of the connection between Captain Marvel and also how they tie in Maria Rambeau
Okay.
from WandaVision.
Oh,
So they're
okay.
all 3 going to be in the Marvels
Okay, got
movie
it.
coming up. So
What is she? Who is she in relation to Captain Marvel?
so she's like a super fan. So
Oh,
like she
okay.
just it starts off with her just being like, so this is probably one of the best TV shows to like explain real life after Endgame, like to give you a real perspective of
saying,
like
yeah.
what's
After
happening.
the snap.
Yeah, when it
Yeah.
comes
Or
back.
the blip. Yeah.
No, when everyone comes back and things like that.
okay,
So like
okay.
there's podcasts about Ant-Man has a podcast now.
That's
like
hilarious.
there's websites, there's Avenger Con now. Like
Right,
people go
right.
dress up and,
It's like a
stuff
big
like
deal, yeah,
Yeah, like
yeah.
people are aware of superheroes and what
Right.
they can do now. So
Right.
like it's a world like that. Like the internet's buzzing. Again, there's podcasts everywhere about like
Yeah.
superheroes. Like superheroes are having podcasts. Paul Rudd has a book out. Like
That's funny,
It's
yeah.
it's like that. So she's just like a super fan, like obsessed with Captain Marvel.
Okay.
Because Ant-Man basically like outlines the story of what happens at Endgame, so everyone knows what happens.
Right, right.
So,
Makes sense.
yeah,
he gives like the behind the scene details,
Yeah.
of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not write a sell-out or tell-all, and sell that sucker, man, for sure.
And that's a funny thing because it's going to be part of Ant-Man Quantumania. Like he's like a super like star now. Like he's going to all the all the what do you call it, awards and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like he's that now.
He's just playing it up,
yeah.
huh? That's awesome.
Yeah.
man.
So she's super fan. Finds out that she has connection to the Kree that Captain Marvel used to fuck with. Like her
Right.
ancestor, like her great grandmother was someone who found a special device or a special like I guess it's like a bracelet. It's in the same realm as the Shang-Chi rings.
Yeah,
So they're from
okay.
the same place, but they
Got it.
provide different powers.
Okay.
So like the 10 rings conquered a lot of like Asia and stuff like that.
Got
so
it. Okay.
Wenwu had the rings and he had the bracelets and shit like that.
Got
so it's a connector
Okay.
to that.
Right, right.
So-
Yeah. Because they have the rings on their fingers.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. So it's another one of those artifacts.
Yeah, it's another
that-
one that gives you
okay,
superpowers.
okay,
And then they
very cool.
introduce her because I don't know if you'll watch this, but she's going to be the first mutant. They introduce her as a mutant.
Okay, so are they gonna like blend the X-Men and everything
I
together?
think X-Men are on their way.
That's good, dude. I like that. I like that a lot for sure. Because who doesn't love X-Men?
Yeah.
That whole concept's awesome too.
If you when you watched Doctor Strange, the newest one, you know how like when Professor comes in and they play the old '90s like theme song.
Yeah. think so.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. They play that with her when they introduce her as a mutant.
Oh, okay. Very cool. What is her mutant power?
So it's a gene that makes the artifact work. Basically, is what it's
okay.
saying. It's like it only works
Gotcha,
with
for,
people
like-
with this gene.
Right, with this bloodline
Yeah.
or this genetic
Yeah.
trait. Okay, got it. Cool.
So she has like embiggen powers. So like she is able to like make her limbs like big without being stretchy.
Okay.
Like it's like I guess they call it hard light or whatever. So I think she's really cool. And they, again, I don't know if you'll watch it, but I'm gonna ruin it for you.
Oh, I'll watch it. Yeah, but tell me, I don't mind.
Captain Marvel's in the post-credit scene at the end of the show.
Okay, gotcha.
So they actually switch places because like there's 2 of the little, what do you call them? I don't know if they're called. 2 of the bracelets, and I guess wherever Captain Marvel and the Marvels movies starts or is in, they actually just switch places. Like Carol Danvers shows up in Kamala's house, and then Kamala goes wherever she is.
Got it.
So,
Got it. Okay.
yeah.
Are they in each other's bodies, or is it actual like?
I think it's
you
a switch.
completely Swap.
I think it's a complete switch.
Okay. Why
I
does
think-
Captain Marvel have a bracelet though?
That's what we'll have to find out because
Okay,
she's part of
fair
she fucks with the Kree. So
Right.
the Kree are the people who they introduce in Miss Marvel
Right.
as being the people who had the artifacts, which are still connected to the 10 rings.
Right. Right.
So yeah,
and the Kree, that's the
the
dude
blue
that was
the blue skin people.
Right, and he was like he was mimicking Samuel L. Jackson, right?
No, those are the scrolls.
Oh, okay.
Skrulls.
Okay.
Speaking of the scrolls, they have the Secret Invasion shit coming out soon too.
Okay. Yeah. See, that'll be good because those guys are hilarious, man.
Yeah.
They're entertaining for sure.
But it's gonna be the bad side of the scrolls.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because like I guess originally in the
you gotta
comics
have
the
it.
scrolls were like really the bad guys, and Captain Marvel made them like that. There's some good ones out
Brought
there.
them on
so,
board. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Okay.
for sure.
Man, I got to catch up. Yeah, there's a couple here. Again, I was like kind of hesitant about She-Hulk, you
Yeah.
know, and again, Moon Knight. I just heard it didn't go too well,
Yeah.
but again, what you're saying as far as the curator, the ancient history, I'm on
Yeah.
board for that. So
And I think it's actually filmed in there's like some famous museum in I think London. I think it's filmed there.
is it the Pyramid Museum,
No, it's
the Paris one?
no, it's in England because one of his personas is English. The other
Right.
ones aren't.
That's
Like-
cool. Why not, dude? You know, if you're gonna have multiple personalities, like
Right,
why not make
switch it
one
up.
like weird? You know, yeah,
Yeah.
just different. Yeah, for sure. That's cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, I think Loki. I love the multiverse concept. Just that fascinates me in general. I love how they tied in at the end of how he just like screwed up by grabbing the Infinity Stone, you know, and bounced out with it.
Yeah.
And he ends up they're like, bro, you screwed up. Come
Yeah.
with us, you know.
I just want to know what they're gonna do at this point. I'm just like, what's next? Like,
Yeah. Who's the big bad? You know, who are we fighting here?
it's Kang.
Kang. Okay.
So the first version of him was in Loki.
Okay.
He Who Remains.
Right. Oh, so that's the guy that's tying everything in at the end.
Yeah,
who's like,
he's the new Thanos.
really.
Yeah.
So he seemed like, because I saw what he was like. It made sense what he was trying to do. He was trying to create order of the universe, which I guess was Thanos' game too. You
Yeah.
know, trying to bring order to everything. But I didn't necessarily look at him as like a bad guy. You know, because like ultimately he knew how everything unfolded in every direction, and he recognized the danger of allowing that to continue. So he kind of like looped everything back in on itself. So I mean, what's wrong with that?
Yeah, so so the first saga of the MCU was the Infinity Saga. This one is going to be the multiverse saga.
Okay.
So there's multiple versions of him,
sense, yeah.
and like he said in Loki, he was like, "Oh, y'all think I'm bad, motherfucker?
Yeah.
Meet my variants, motherfucker."
Right.
And
Fair
one of the
enough.
variants is going to be the bad guy in Ant-Man.
Okay, got it. Now, is the variant that we met? Because I thought he was a great character.
He's
in
he's
Loki.
most sane out of all of them.
Okay,
he's
is
the
he-
good one.
I was
out of
gonna
all of
say,
them.
is he gonna be the bad guy, or is his variants that
It's
are
going to be
be
a variant. They're going to be
okay.
there's going to be at least 10 or 15 different kings.
That's crazy, dude.
At least at bare minimum, because the next Avengers movie is the King Dynasty.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So the next
now
team
I'm
up.
excited, dude. Now I'm excited. Now, as far as team ups go, dude, like we had some badasses in the first round. You
Yeah.
know, in the first 3 Avengers, like. The team that's being built right now, I just don't know if I'm sold on them. To be honest with you, man,
I don't think
they feel a
everyone
little
who's going to
cheesy.
be in it is here yet, because
Yeah.
what's going to happen, because they're going to do back-to-back Avenger movies here in the next 2 to 4 years.
Okay.
Right,
cool.
just like they did in Infinity War and Endgame, like
Yeah.
back to back a year from each other.
Right,
they're gonna do
okay.
the same thing.
Okay.
So the first one is going to be King Dynasty. Second one is Secret Wars.
Okay.
So what King Dynasty is, the storyline in the comics is literally multiple heroes from different universes having
Right.
to team up together to beat
Okay.
him,
Okay.
because he has the power to be wherever
He's
he wants
crossing
to be.
all over him. Yeah.
So
yeah.
he's killed hundreds of Avengers already.
No kidding.
Yeah, he's already
Oh,
taken out tons of
man.
Avengers.
Dang,
That's why it's
dude.
gonna be lit with Ant-Man, because like even in the trailer he's like, "Ant-Man, have I killed you yet? I don't remember." Like he doesn't even remember if he's killed a Ant-Man before.
Dude, that's nuts. It's like I'm gonna do it today,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah, he's like, "Yeah, I don't
My first Ant-Man, baby.
I don't know. And then I believe in the movie they're gonna go through a scene where it's like gonna be multiple Ant-Man dying throughout like the multiverse.
Crazy.
I think
And then
that's
it's
what's
gonna
gonna
be
happen.
our Ant-Man, like
Yeah.
trying to survive and,
Yeah.
and get around it.
Yeah, I think that's what's gonna happen. But yeah, he's the
Man.
new he's the next bad.
Okay. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
See, I didn't even think about it that way. Just
Yeah.
like again, because I saw him at the end, and does he die at the end? Do they kill him at the
Yeah,
end?
and that's
or-
what
that's
triggers the whole multiverse being fucked up
right,
now. So
right. Everything goes crazy,
Yeah.
and then Loki shows up, and they're like, "Who the hell are you, bro?
Yeah.
Like, we don't even know who you are."
yeah. And then you see the statue, that's Kang.
oh, in
Yeah.
the building,
Yeah.
right?
Instead of the timekeepers, that's Kang now.
Oh,
Yeah.
no kidding, dude.
Yeah, it's gonna be lit.
Which is kind of weird because he was running the timekeepers anyways. It
But
was just like,
but the thing
from the
is, like,
shadows.
even in that portion where he's like, he freezes because he doesn't know what's going to happen next,
right,
because he's known everything up
which
until
has
that
to be
point.
kind of exciting for someone in that.
That's
position.
what he was like. That's
know
he
what I
gave her the
mean?
opportunity. He was
Yeah.
like, I don't know what happens after this.
Yeah.
He drops the pen. He's like, I don't know this is going to happen.
Yeah, this is interesting.
Yeah, like what's going on? And
Yeah.
then he's like, all right, if you think I'm the asshole, just
Yeah,
wait
do
till
what
you
you
meet
gotta
my
do.
homeboys.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
kill me if you
Yeah,
want to.
because
Just
I
know.
can die. There's plenty of me out there.
Just
There's
know.
I read the Dune saga a couple years back, which is a phenomenal saga for anybody who hasn't checked it out. The new Dune movie was pretty good too.
I couldn't get into it.
See, and that the thing is it's like it's a very very deep, like conceptually deep saga. The books, I mean, the books are 400 or 500 pages a piece, and there's 8 of them.
So you have to have a little bit of that kind of knowledge.
Yeah,
to
you have to have some
get into the
background
movie.
to it. Yeah,
Okay.
and so 3 or 4 books in, Paul's son at the end of it, he's got the ability, he's got prescience, so he can see, all the avenues in the future and stuff. But he never looks at his own death because he's so bored with reality. So he's like,
it to be a surprise?
I want to be surprised, yeah. And so when they kill him at the very end, spoiler alert, in like 6 years when that movie finally comes out, when they kill him at the end, they say like he smiles as it's happening, like like he's about to die and he realizes, and he's like, oh shit, here it is, like this is what I've been waiting for, and he gets a big grin and then he dies,
That's
like,
parallel to him.
yeah, it's the
Like,
same concept, yeah.
He was like, he didn't know what was going to happen next.
Yeah, exactly. And again, if you know everything, like you got to be bored,
Yeah.
dude. It's got to be a boring existence to know how everything plays out.
I hope
there's no
they
excitement.
pay off like his age, because like he's been doing it for a long time. Like he's already like, because
Yeah, he's
if
like
you
an
believe-
infinite being.
yeah, if you believe in like the concept of like time is like a circle, like it always folds back on itself.
Right.
It never changes. It's
Right.
always going to happen.
Or that time is actually standstill and we're just experiencing it in one direction. So like if everything's happening at the same time in a
Yeah.
sense, yeah,
So I wonder what they're going to get at, because yeah,
yeah.
he's
I
going
love
to
the
be in a few.
concept.
He's going to be in a few movies,
Good.
and there's going to be a lot of different variants of him.
Okay.
So that's
Okay.
why in Ant-Man they're in the quantum realm, where you saw Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so wherever Janet was for like 30 plus years,
Yeah, where she got stuck.
yeah,
she was
that's where they're gonna visit in Ant-Man.
Okay.
So they're
got
gonna
it.
be in there majority of the time.
Okay. Very cool.
And Kang there's a Kang in there.
Okay.
So
Yeah, of course, naturally.
yeah,
Yeah. So when she's in there, does she have a recollection that she's been trapped for 30 years? I forget.
Yeah,
So
'cause she
she's
aged.
been stuck there.
yeah, she
That
aged.
would suck,
she's
man.
been there since she was I guess in 30 or something. She was in there for 30 plus
I know
years.
she came out and she was aged.
Yeah,
So
she'd
like,
been there the whole time. So I think their concept they're going to build about the quantum realm, which they did show like a little glimpse of a little city in there. It's like there's a whole civilization in there.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense,
Like
yeah.
there's hundreds of thousands of beings that
Right,
live in there, or whatever.
right,
So
yeah.
she survived by being a part of whatever democratic like.
got it. So
like,
she
kinda-
wasn't alone, just like
Yeah, no.
floating like Ant-Man
No,
was
no,
when he
no,
got
no,
stuck
no,
in there.
no,
Yeah,
no. He was in a, I guess, what do you call it, time vortex?
Okay.
Because
got
like
it.
he was only in there for 5 hours, but
Right,
it felt
right.
like it was 5 years outside of that.
Right. Yeah.
So-
Makes sense. Yeah. Because time does travel differently,
Mm-hmm.
depending on size and speed and stuff. So yeah.
Facts.
Oh, dude, so exciting! See that I love, man. I love the multiverse. That stuff. Like that's exciting for me, man.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
Let's see, movies.
Yeah. So what do we got, man? What do we got coming up? Because I haven't been totally happy with everything that's coming out, man. I'm
We do have
excited.
Deadpool 3, which I think is gonna be fire, because Hugh Jackman's gonna be Wolverine again.
Right, and that's how they're gonna loop it all together. I bet.
I think
too.
they're gonna be. I think Deadpool's coming to the Marvel universe.
Right,
Somehow,
right.
some way.
Yeah, he's the crossover.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now Deadpool's phenomenal. that I'm excited.
Great movies.
For. Black Widow is okay. It was good to bridge the gap.
I wish it just came out when it was supposed to, man. Like, because I think
Yeah.
people put so much hype on the movie. They're
Right.
like, "Oh man, this is her first movie. Like,
Yeah.
she gets her own shit." And I was like,
Right.
I knew what it was gonna be. Like, I knew what the expectations should be, but because
Right.
it took like an extra year and a half to come out, everyone's
Right.
like,
And
"Oh,
it was
no,
like the first big movie.
that was supposed to come out." Yeah.
Exactly. Whereas if it had just been right after everything else, it
It
would
would've
have
been perfectly
It would have
fine.
blended
Yeah.
fine. Yeah. Versus we were all pumped because they're like, this is the first
Yeah.
Marvel movie to come back out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense for sure.
Yeah, wild.
I did like it how she broke her nose at the end. That was hardcore, dude. That was badass. I was like, nice, man. Like she's like, oh, pheromones, crush it. It was great. And then Doctor Strange, dude. They had me for about an hour and a half.
What
and
part
then
lost you, man? I thought it was so
weird,
beautiful.
Dude. It got weird. It got weird. I don't know what else to say, man. I
It's
guess
madness.
I didn't expect it to go into the like the dark zombie style movie. You know what I mean? Like that's what kind of caught me off guard.
Oh
Is
no, I
like,
knew that was on the way.
really?
Yeah.
How'd you know that was coming?
Because I know Sam Raimi, bro. Like I love like a lot of the tropes in that movie
Mm-hmm.
were just regurgitated shit from Evil Dead.
Okay, fair
Literally,
enough.
like
Yeah. And that's
literally,
exactly what it felt like
like
for sure.
literally,
Yeah.
like the big ass eyed monster, like the eye flying, like
Yeah.
the actor who played Ash
Yeah.
was the pizza popper guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
Okay. Okay. So you could tell it was coming. You're
yeah,
like, this is getting better and
yeah.
better,
This
dude.
guy
Yeah.
uses the same vehicle in every fucking movie he directs. Like, there's
Right.
I don't know the year, but there's like a Chevy
Huh.
like car that like is in every single movie he ever has made. It's the same
Got
car.
it.
It's his first car he ever
That's
bought,
funny.
and it's in every fucking movie he's ever
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
So,
Dropping those Easter eggs.
and
Huh?
then I also like the concept of having a Mr. Fantastic exist.
Yeah. No, that's
Like,
cool.
finally we
That
got
was
the
cool.
Fantastic Four.
Yeah, that was cool how they went there. And then he gets wrecked right
Yeah.
away, which sucks because it's a great actor. What's his name? I forget his name. Jim from The Office.
Yeah,
You know? Yeah.
yeah, him.
Is he gonna come back, or are they
I
gonna
don't
do a
think
different
I don't
Fantastic?
think it's gonna be him.
Okay,
I don't
because they
think it's
are
gonna be
doing
him.
a new Fantastic
Yeah.
Four. Yeah. Okay.
I think it's coming out 2024.
Man, that's a bummer. Yeah, I would have liked
Yeah.
to have seen him come back.
He might.
Jim Ryan or something.
He might
like
come
that.
back,
Yeah.
but I don't think he will though. I think
Okay.
he'll be a whole different. I think he's just one of those fanfare people. Like people will be like him and his wife, because I think they have that franchise with what's it called? Don't Breathe.
Okay.
Where they're both
Yeah.
both him and his
Yeah.
wife, or the husband and wife in those both of those movies
Yeah.
or whatever.
It's like not make a sound or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. That's not the name, but
Yeah.
yeah. I gotcha.
So I think it was like like people like wanting him to be him and his wife, like him be Mr. Fantastic, and then her be Sue or whatever.
Got it. Okay.
So-
I didn't realize that was his wife in there.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense. Cool.
So maybe
Yeah.
I don't know. It's infinite now. Like we can bring people from
know.
other franchises.
I know,
Clearly,
it's exciting. Who do you think are they gonna have his daughter? Who's Iron Man? I mean, sorry, I should have started there. But who do you think is gonna be that new Iron Man? Because there's still suits out there. His daughter was obviously gonna grow up knowing her dad's. Legend.
Riri Williams, Ironheart.
Ironheart.
Yeah, she's in Black Panther. She's gonna be the
Oh,
next.
Is that his daughter or who is that?
No, it's an MIT student. So like, if have you seen the first Black Panther?
Mhm.
So like in the end, they're like, we're gonna open up our technology to all the people.
Right.
She's gonna be one of the people who receive that technology.
Got it.
They
As
already
like a grad student studying it or something.
Yep.
Okay, and so she goes and builds a new suit then, huh?
Yep.
Hmm.
And they already have she's in Black Panther. So
Okay, cool.
then she has her own spinoff coming as well.
Mhm.
Let me see if I can get a picture.
That'll be cool. Dude, now Black Panther, oh, I'm excited about it. Super bummed about,
Yeah, Chadwick.
yeah, Chadwick. That sucks, man. We were talking about that just a second ago too. Is like,
Yeah.
how are they gonna play that off? You
Yeah.
know?
And I hope, like, because from what I've heard, because I follow people who like have that little exclusive shit, right? Like
Mhm.
they get to be a part of like the screening and the original
Okay.
opening and stuff like that. They have a
Right.
screening in every state,
Right.
right?
Okay.
So they get invited if they're like a super big YouTube person or whatever.
Mhm.
But what it has been explained to me is they get that out the way real soon. Like it's
Yeah,
not
you
like one of
kinda
those
have
like
to.
it's lingering the whole movie. Like
Right.
what are they gonna do? They kind of like
Yeah.
take care of that
They
right
just
in the
do
first
it.
5-6 minutes or so, and
Okay.
then the movie's 240.
That's a
It's 2
bummer.
hours and 40 minutes long.
Ooh,
So
okay.
so they get that
So
out
they
real
answer
quick.
that question pretty quick.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
So you're not sitting there like
Yeah,
thinking
and we're
shit.
hoping that they don't do CGI because
They-
that's freaking disrespectful.
it is disrespectful.
Just take this dude's likeness. Ah, man, such a bummer, dude. He was a freaking stud in Black Panther, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah, so we'll see.
but yeah, this is
And it's funny because we're talking about this. So there's definitely gonna be people listening to this who have already seen,
Seen
it,
it,
and they're like,
and they're
"You idiots!
You have no
exactly, you
idea.
dumbass."
Iron
Yeah.
Man comes back twice somehow.
Yeah, right, exactly. And that's the other thing I was holding out hope for too. Also, why I love that they did Loki, because Loki is such a great character.
Oh,
in
they can't let
general.
him go.
Exactly, man. He's so good. So I'm so glad that they pulled him out of that, and can bring him back now.
Yeah, Riri Williams she'll be going to MIT.
Okay.
They'll visit her in Black Panther. She also has her first suit in the Black Panther movie. So
Okay, sweet.
she's going to be the next like Iron version of something. I don't
Okay.
know if they're going to do anything with Morgan, his daughter.
His daughter. Okay.
I don't know. I don't know if that's going to be a thing.
Hmm.
Because just the way the scale of everything's happening, like Stark's tech has been taken and all that shit.
Okay.
You seen the Spider-Man movie, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
I think it's in that movie.
His wife is running it, right?
Yeah, allegedly, we haven't seen her since. So I
Yeah.
don't know if she's coming back either. I wonder if
Okay.
it's gonna be like one of those like Legends things. Like
Right.
if you're a fan who just starts watching now, like you don't really care about the shit, but back in the
Right.
day, so I don't know if they're gonna give any like tropes to her
Right. Right.
and things like that. So hopefully,
Yeah, we'll see how they pull it together, man. It was just so good.
Yeah.
The like it all the way to Endgame, man. Like, oh, so good. And now I'm just like, it's good, but I'm just kind of I want to see how the threads are pulled together, you know. And that's why I'm glad that they're doing Black Panther too,
Yeah.
because I think that'll help pull it all together a little bit more. And it's a character we love, so
and I think it's I always tell people this. Like anytime I talk Marvel with people, I'm like, Phase 1 was actually garbage.
you think so?
Yeah,
What?
it was garbage. It
You're
was
gonna
like
have to explain yourself, dude, because I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
it was like do I still have it? There we go. Take these first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 movies.
Okay.
These first 6 movies.
Okay.
They don't even bridge into anything else anymore. Like they don't really even like they're just they're pillars. It's
Yeah,
like they were
yeah.
just like throwing shit at a wall.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean? Phase 2
Trying to pull it off.
is
yeah.
where it gets lit. Other than
Huh?
fucking Thor Dark World.
Yeah,
Worst
that was-
fucking movie ever.
Yeah,
Like
nothing
the fuck with
special.
what he fucking
That's where his
bleached
sister
his
comes back,
eyebrows.
right? Or is that the next one?
No, that's the third one.
Okay.
So
okay.
there's Thor, the first one that was in the Phase 4.
Yeah, that and you're absolutely right. Like Thor sucked, dude. That was like nothing special. Captain America, that's okay.
It was all right.
Yeah.
Right?
Iron
Iron
Man
Man
was
was just
phenomenal.
what it was. We'd never seen a movie like that before,
Right,
so
right.
it was fire.
Yeah.
Incredible Hulk was weird too. They came
Yeah.
out in the same fucking year.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then Iron Man 2 was like rushed. It was like
Yeah, nothing
Christmas time
special.
or something.
Yeah.
Nothing we really bring back from that time.
Right.
And then again, Captain America. The first
okay.
Avengers is fire.
Yeah.
It's definitely top 10.
I'm trying to remember what happened in the first Avengers, man. It's been a while.
The first Avengers movie?
Yeah. So that they get
That's Loki. That's when Loki
That's
is
right.
is
That's
coming.
right. That's
Loki's fucking with Thanos.
yeah. That's
Thanos hires
'Cause
Loki
he,
for some
yeah,
reason.
he recruits him.
Yeah.
And I don't even think Loki understands what. Well, I guess he probably know who Thanos is at that point. Like
Yeah,
he
everyone knows
he's
who
working
Thanos.
for. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
He gets the
that was
Thanos
good.
gives him the Jatari army, and he's like,
Right,
"Hey, go
right.
fuck up Earth."
Yeah.
He's like, "All right,
Go
and
lay
here's
the
a couple
groundwork
stones
for
to
it."
use,
Yeah.
even though I want the stones.
Right.
Here's the stones.
That was
I'm
kind
gonna
of
lend
strange
you.
that he separated
Yeah.
from them for that.
I'm gonna
time
lend you a
period. Yeah.
stone or two
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I think that's the right thing to do.
Yeah, right. you go be the buffer for
Yeah.
me. It was a good play though, honestly, because he was still concealing himself. Because at that time, nobody in the universe actually knew what Thanos was at that point.
I mean, they
except
knew.
Loki.
They knew.
Did they?
Not the Avengers, because the
Right.
Avengers weren't like super. The only person who would have known would have been Thor.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
But
he'd been
yeah, no,
around.
they didn't know who he was or anything like that. But they sent Loki. It was that Loki Thor like dynamic and shit like
Right,
that. So
right.
they fucked him up, and then of course the post credit scene in that movie is our first time we see Thanos.
Yeah, when he's like, "You failed me," kind of thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Okay.
You ain't shit.
Okay. Yeah. Then Phase 2 comes around. Winter Soldier. That's my wife's favorite.
Iron Man 3 is the best of all the Iron Mans.
Yeah.
Dark World
I'm
is
inclined to
like-
agree.
Dark World is some bullshit.
Yeah, not a big fan.
Winter
Gallant
Soldier
Guardians.
is fire.
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy is fire.
Yep.
Avengers Age of Ultron is fire.
Yeah.
Ant-Man's aight.
Oh yeah. It's funny.
It's funny.
It was entertaining.
Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think Phase 2 is where it really gets lit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not
enough.
really the biggest fan of. Okay, that's Phase 4. Okay, so I think this is where it comes in.
Yeah. Phase 3.
I think Phase 3 is where it gets super lit.
Yeah, that's when it starts getting exciting. for
Because
sure,
every
man.
movie's fire.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. Yeah, seriously.
Civil War brings in fucking Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange brings in the fact that, you can do shit outside of realms and shit like
Right.
that.
Mm-hmm.
Guardians Volume 2
Hilarious.
tells you about the universe.
Yeah.
Fire, hilarious.
Mhm.
Great cast. Spider-Man Homecoming just brings the character to the fucking light finally instead of being
Yeah.
like,
Dude, see, I did not like the whole like projection concept there, where the big
Mhm.
bad is just using freaking projections and holograms and stuff like that. You know,
that's the third one.
that's not Homecoming.
no, that's-
oh, that's where he's.
this is
yeah,
the
that's where
first
he's
one.
overseas. Okay.
No, this is the first one. This is when the Vulture. So like after the first Avengers movie, there's a bunch of fucking alien tech everywhere.
Yeah.
And they had a crew, which is was it DODC? Yeah, whoever Iron Man set up a whole organization to bring in old tech,
Yeah.
and then he started using the tech to like make weapons and
To
shit.
enhance. Yeah.
And
yeah, his project.
For whatever reason, Spider-Man's trying to fuck his daughter or whatever, and it just
Okay.
happens to be the father. So it's the Vulture.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's
I
the
gotcha.
first one.
Yeah.
Second one
Okay,
is
that's right.
we'll keep going.
Yeah. Right.
But because it's Spider-Man Homecoming.
Yeah.
I think there's 3 in like. I feel like there's multiple Spider-Mans and
You're right. No, there is. There's a No Way Home.
No One
That's the one
Home.
that where he's dealing with the holograms and all that good stuff, which I wasn't a big fan of.
Or the Mysterio.
The new Spider-Man though.
Why is there not multiple? Where's the Spider-Mans 2? So Spider-Man Homecoming.
Yeah, it was down below. It was
Okay,
there it is.
Far From Home. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. So Far From Home
Yeah.
is the European trip,
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
and then the third one is the multiverse thing with Toby and
The No Way Home.
Andrew.
That was a bummer, man. That kind of ended on like a low note, man. You got to feel bad for Spider-Man, Peter Parker in that one.
For Far From Home.
No, in the final one, in the most recent one,
Mm.
No Way Home.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man,
It's
Phase
kinda-
3 did not miss. I'm looking at this shit.
Yeah.
It's like
No, you're right. Ragnarok was
the best
phenomenal.
Thor movie.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Out of the 4 at this
Yep.
point.
Mhm.
Black Panther's introduced. We get both Avengers Endgame and also Infinity War.
Mhm.
Ant-Man and the Wasp. Captain Marvel is a flop. I did go watch that in the movie theater for women's empowerment. But
Did you? Yeah. Well, you got to
yeah.
stand strong.
Yeah,
you
it
know?
came out on Women's Empowerment Day. I was like, yeah, let's go.
Let's do it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Spend
let's do
some
it. Let's
money.
empower.
Yeah. Right. Someone's got to. You need a bunch of men to show up. And power this. I'm
Facts.
just kidding.
It's like the WNBA. It's crazy.
Yeah. No comment. Or I will comment. It's
But no, I mean, in the grand scheme of everything, it is
Yeah.
important
it is, yeah, for
because
sure.
of what's happening now and things like that.
Right,
So
right.
we had to have her,
Yeah.
you know. But this is probably the only miss for me
Yeah.
in Phase 3.
Agreed. Yeah, Avengers Endgame's phenomenal. Far From Home's good.
Avengers Endgame might be the best movie I've ever seen in my life,
Ever, huh?
ever.
Ooh, yeah. I mean, it was good, dude. I mean, like hanging on the edge of your seat till the very end, you know, like
And it was
wondering how
long
it's
too.
gonna play
Like
out.
that year was so crazy to me because like I did go watch it in the movie theater. So I watched Avengers Infinity War. They don't win. We've never seen a movie where they
Right.
don't win.
Right. Yeah.
Like you're expecting at some point someone to win.
Yeah. Exactly.
don't win, and
it
I'm just like,
ends, yeah,
fuck.
it ends with just loss, like
yeah.
utter devastation.
You don't know
Yeah.
what's happening, and then
Yeah.
Avengers Endgame comes in, and it's just like, damn,
And it
bro.
starts so
y'all
well,
still
dude.
haven't won yet. Like, it's
Yeah.
been 5 years.
Right, exactly. And
What
then
have y'all been
they
doing?
finally track him down, kill him, and then it's like, well, it's too late now. you
Yeah,
know?
and they get
Yeah.
that out in the movie early too, so it's like, damn, what the fuck's happening? Like, you just
Yeah.
killed the dude. They killed everybody. What you
Yeah.
gotta go do now?
Yeah, no doubt.
And they started time traveling and shit. I was like, oh shit.
Mm-hmm. No, it was good. Far From Home was good.
Far From Home was
Captain
good. I
Marvel.
liked the Mysterio being like
That's right, Mysterio.
finally being in the MCU after so long. Like
Mm-hmm.
you can't hold him off for that long, but like I like how they can do they do tech and like what's it called? Like magic. I like how they're like giving tech reasons for magic things that were in the comics.
Yeah, understood. Yeah, how they tie in the science behind
Yeah.
this magic that's happening. Yeah.
And also him having a connection to Iron Man, like it was all right. It's probably the second best out of 3 for me out of the Spider-Man movies.
Yeah, fair
Um,
enough. Fair enough.
And
But
this
yeah,
is
and then
all
Far From Home was great. Or No Way Home. I did like that, man. How you tie in all the different Spider-Man universes and stuff. And then they give like these bad guys like redemption, which was
Mhm.
kind of cool too, you know.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't like it at first.
No?
This is my first Marvel movie that I went to go see in the movie theaters since the pandemic. So that's before. So Endgame was the last one,
Mhm.
and Spider-Man No Way Home was the one after that.
The
So
one that
years
came
after
to
that.
it,
So it was
yeah.
like 2 years after.
Mhm.
I didn't really like it because I thought it was
No?
I thought it was like tropey kind of like it was like people who are just that like people
They
who don't
were-
really fuck with the Marvel
Yeah,
universe.
There
Like
was a nostalgic
yeah.
for sure.
like, oh damn, I watched Toby be Spider-Man. I watched Andrew be Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And let's bring some characters back, and then
Yeah.
things like that. And I was like, it was kind of tropey, but then I rewatched it at home when it came out on Disney Plus. I was like,
Right.
this is fucking amazing.
Yeah, it's not bad, right? Yeah, it's all right.
This
yeah.
is a great
It
fucking
just
movie.
sucks. I feel bad for him at the end, how it all ends. You
Yeah.
know, like how he's just gone from everybody's memory. It's kind of.
And I think that might be the best thing to do because now I wonder if they're gonna be like, all right, we can do Spider-Man without you anymore. Like we don't have to have you on the books anymore for Spider-Man.
You think so?
Yeah, because Spider-Man's
well, he's
still
gonna
owned
be
by
a new
Sony.
Avenger, right? Oh, I see what you're saying.
Spider-Man's still owned by Sony, so
Hmm.
like they have to have a collaboration. That's why all the Spider-Man movies are not on Disney Plus because they don't own it.
Right. Okay, makes sense.
And I think the rule of thumb or the thing is like Sony has to produce a brand new Spider-Man movie every year to 2 years or something like that to keep the rights.
For their contract.
Yeah.
Interesting.
To
Okay.
keep the rights of the actual Spider-Man. So like movies like Morbius and Venom and things like that, they have to produce those type of movies to
Yeah.
keep the overall property.
Right. Right.
And Marvel's on their ass, like,
Yeah.
yo, all right, keep making
Yeah,
those
keep
weird
doing it.
ass movies, and
Uh-huh.
we're gonna keep Spider-Man here. You'll get whatever percentage you have
Right.
as far as like earnings and things like that.
Mhm.
But we gonna get Spider-Man, and if you don't want to give us him, we gonna get somebody.
Dude, I don't understand why they won't they just won't let them have it, Like 'cause
Sony-
Marvel's done a much better job with all of that.
You
quite
can't
frankly.
name a Sony movie.
Right, exactly.
That's
Yeah.
why.
Right, exactly. So give it up, dude. Like quit playing around. Let us have our fun.
And they're just getting characters back. I think like there was when Marvel first started in the comics realm, right?
Mhm.
They did a mass exodus to keep the business afloat, so they sold hundreds of characters.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So like they don't own the Hulk.
No kidding.
Yep, they did.
How do they keep him around then?
They can't put him. So I think there's whoever the manufacturer or the studio that owns him, they partner like a licensing deal.
Right, makes sense.
They can't really put him in movies like that anymore. So he's only been in 4 movies, I think,
Yeah.
in total, and then he's on the TV show. But maybe they have the rights now. But they just got Fox,
Okay.
so now they can do X-Men.
Okay.
Now they can do Fantastic
That makes
Four.
sense. Okay.
Now they can do certain characters. But like prior to that, Fox owned that. Prior to this past year or two.
Right.
they
Which is
couldn't
why
even-
they're just now melding them.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why they're bringing them now to the MCU because they didn't
Man.
own them.
Yeah. I mean, if I dude, it's like I would almost as like a fan, if I were to own all these rights, I'd almost just be like, just give me my cut. You guys have as much fun as you need with them because there's no doubt that Marvel's going to do a better job. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you guys take it and run.
Yeah.
And not only that, but if I release a Hulk movie, it's not going to be nearly as popular as if y'all release a Hulk movie.
Yeah, but
So
the
I'd rather
rights are
just
the
give it
rights,
over.
and it's kind of like this ideal. Like, let's say, and I talked to someone about this the other day. I was like, let's say you own a pair of shoes, right?
Mhm.
To you,
Yeezys.
yeah,
We'll say Yeezys.
yeah, let's say that. To you, the pair of shoes are worth this much.
Right.
To the people who want them, it costs this much.
Right.
So the more people that want it, the higher your price is going to go up. So
Sure.
you hold it for as long as you can.
Sure. Yeah.
And you make whatever profit you can, and then eventually you sell it. Maybe if it's the most profitable thing in the world, maybe if the whatever studio that owns Fox is like, you know what, we're gonna keep these motherfuckers. But I think it's on the same timeline because
So basically, force you to the table to
Yeah.
negotiate every time you want to use it,
Yeah.
kind of thing. Yeah,
so
that
we're
makes
always
sense.
gonna make money. So if you
Right.
really want to use it, we're gonna give it to you for
Yeah.
sure.
Oh yeah,
It-
absolutely. For the right
it's still
price.
mine. But
Yeah.
whatever, if you want to license it, if you want to use it,
Yeah, that makes
it'll be
sense.
X amount of millions or whatever.
Right. Okay, that's fair. It's understandable. That's understandable.
And some of these
Yeah.
studios that own these things because Marvel sold them to like the smallest studios in the world for
Yeah.
like pennies on the dollar at the
Right,
time. Like they
right.
sold these shits in the 60s and 70s, right?
I see. So this was back in the comic book days.
yeah. So they
Oh,
own
okay.
the rights to these characters based off of whatever agreement was then, and you can't use their character
Right.
in movies without paying them. So it's just that kind of like notion of like, oh, let me keep it, but if we can keep doing these deals every 5
Right,
years,
right. Just hit me up when you
Yeah,
need it.
yeah, exactly.
I'll rent it to you.
Yeah,
yeah. That's fair.
exactly.
Enough. Yeah.
But yeah, they just did get the rights to Fox. So
Okay.
Fox, the old X-Men movies were always on Fox or
Yeah.
always Fox.
Right. Right. FX. Yeah.
Yeah, so they have the X-Men now, they have Fantastic Four now, and there's a couple of other places that exist that they're gonna be getting in place. So I think like I gotta give grace to the MCU because like a lot of characters they couldn't even use.
Right. Right.
Even
so they're
the,
working with what they got.
In what's it called? In Doctor Strange, the tentacle monster, they never give it a name
Right.
because the actual monster is based off of they don't own.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. So
Okay.
like even in like the what's it called? Like the what's it called? The well they give credit to whoever the character is. It's not the name of what it is. It's like something else
Okay. Yeah.
because they don't own it.
Right. Right.
You know what I
okay.
mean?
So they're just like kind of rebranding
Yeah.
to make it work.
Yeah,
to
like
make
saying
it
like
fit.
say hey, it's I guess it's like the cereal thing. Like these aren't Fruit Loops,
Right. Right.
but
yeah.
they're Fruit Loops.
Yeah. Right. Exactly. We all know.
I
What
can't
they
call
are.
them Fruit
Your
Loops. They're
Hill
Fruit
Country,
Squares.
yeah, your Hill Country Fair version. Yeah, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, understood. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, it's kind of a bummer, man. Because so here's the thing, and this you're probably not gonna like that I say this, man. But like Marvel has done a phenomenal job. I am extremely disappointed with the fact that they sold to Disney. Like it bothers me, man, because I feel like it's been like it's been sanitized since they sold it to Disney. It's not as aggressive, not as like poppy, not as I don't know. It's just not. It's not. It's almost not dark enough. Like it's not. It's not crazy enough. It feels like they're making it for kids now a little bit.
I think Marvel's been with Disney for a long time.
Wasn't that kind of recent though? Wasn't it like Phase 5 kind of thing, or like maybe
no,
right?
no. I
Really?
think
No?
Disney's had Marvel for quite some time, like years. It might even be. It might have been like in connection with like the ESPN deal that was like 10, maybe 6-10 years ago.
Did Disney buy ESPN?
Yeah,
Or-
ESPN's owned by Disney.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
They got
so
Disney,
I'm paying
Marvel,
for ESPN Plus and
Yeah.
Disney Plus right now.
and Hulu.
Oh, you got to be kidding me,
Yeah,
dude. These
yeah.
guys are robbing me in 3 different directions
Yeah.
right now, man.
They actually,
They're
I
taking
think
like $50 a month from me.
my bundle came with Hulu, ESPN, and Disney Plus.
Okay.
They're all owned by Disney.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Okay. That bothers me, man. So they'll throw out UFC fighters, but then like we get like people punching each other in the chest in the Marvel movies, man. Yeah, I mean like I don't know. Okay, so was it like Disney Plus? Something about the new series, like
So-
the Phase 5 is what like I feel like it's
No, it's
almost
just
been a little
available
sooner.
to people now. So like, Disney was like, "Hey, wouldn't you guys just want your own place to put your shit
Right. Fair enough. Yeah.
instead of it being on Netflix and Hulu?
Yeah, that makes
Like,
sense.
wouldn't you just want your own place?" So
Yeah.
they've already removed anything Disney related from Netflix
Okay.
and any other streaming platforms.
Right.
They were
Fair.
like, "Why would
Yeah.
you not? You would." Kids and parents will go to fucking Disney Plus and watch
Right.
cartoons that we watched as like
For sure.
10.
For sure.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
it just gives a
absolutely.
singular place.
Yeah.
Versus you having to go like, what's Disney owns The Simpsons.
Yeah, that's surprising. Yeah, because that was FX, right? Yeah, at one point, I think.
There was some kind of weird studio that owned The Simpsons for a while,
Simpsons, okay.
but like Disney owns The Simpsons.
Okay.
Disney now owns Family Guy.
Yeah, no kidding. That's pretty
Disney
wild.
owns a lot of shit,
Yeah, they really do, man.
and Disney's the
For
parent
sure.
company.
Yeah, they own everything, man. They own the whole freaking world, dude. Disney's wild. How about The Simpsons though? Predicting the future, dude.
I think it plays into everything. I think Disney knows what's happening.
Yeah,
I
probably.
think even Disney had a. It's actually funny. Disney did a Simpsons Marvel episode.
Did they really?
Yeah,
Okay,
where
that's
each
funny.
of the people were a different Marvel character.
Oh, okay,
like,
gotcha.
Homer was like Iron Man or
No
something
kidding.
like that. Yeah,
Was it any good?
it was actually. It's a cool short. I
Okay.
think it's only like maybe 20-30 minutes.
Okay.
But
Yeah, that's one that creeps me out, man. These guys predict like the future more than freaking anything. Like anything you could think of, they've got like. I mean, they saw it before everybody else. And I don't know if it's just good writing or what it is, but
I think anything
It's
can
weird.
happen, and if you have
Yeah.
a reference to what happened,
Yeah.
then you think they told the future. Like I could be
Right.
like, you know what, tomorrow I might kick a bird, and then
Yeah.
I see a bird and I kick it.
yeah,
Like, I
yeah,
didn't
fair
predict
enough,
anything.
Yeah.
I
It's
just
just,
kind of
and if
said
you
it.
do that many episodes, like there's bound to be some coincidence for sure.
Yeah, here it is. If it loads, yeah, they did an episode.
Oh, that's awesome.
Ned's fucking Ant-Man.
Yeah.
Lisa's Thor. No, it wasn't. It wasn't Homer. It was Bert.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But yeah, not fucking Mo being fucking Vision. Did I just see that right? Am I tripping?
It looked like it was. Yeah.
Not Mo being Vision.
Yeah, of course. That's hilarious. So, man, okay, so what do we have next on it though? We've got
So Black Panther's on its way.
right, and I'm like what you were showing me a minute ago with the new ones coming out in the multiverse. Like I'm pretty excited about how they're gonna develop it.
I think they've already. I
I'm
think
interested to
Marvel's
see how
so
it
ahead of
plays out.
time that like we're just catching up in real time. Like they've had this plan.
That's
been,
my yeah.
they
for
planned this
sure.
shit forever.
How far out is this?
I think they what was it D22 or D whatever number that they do at Comic-Con.
Okay.
That's where they actually like release like the schedule for
Yeah,
the
what's
next
coming out?
4 or 5 years
Yeah.
or so. So they're out to like I think 2025
Okay, got
at
it.
this point.
Which means they're probably already planning the phases after that. Because
Absolutely.
obviously you have to be able to write stuff in.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
So I think Secret Invasion,
Yeah, that's gonna be good.
The Marvels, Wakanda Forever, Ant-Man, Quantumanium.
hmm
So Wakanda Forever.
Mm.
Wakanda Forever. That's already out. The Marvels, which is going to be Kamala Khan, Captain Marvel, and then Maria Rambeau from the WandaVision,
Mhm.
and then Secret Invasion.
Which one? So which one's Rhea Rambo? Is she the
black one.
Okay,
The girl from WandaVision, like the girl who went through the phases and shit. You don't remember?
phases.
You don't remember? You don't remember her?
Oh man.
Remember? I think there was maybe an episode where like she gets like sucked in, and like she's just like a friend of Wanda, and she's a little confused, but she's the like sword employee.
Sword employee. It's not the other witch.
No, that's Agatha.
Oh yeah, Agatha. Okay.
No, so
okay.
no, Maria is the she's the girl who goes through the hex and then like gets through it somehow or whatever, and she's also the employee. And she's also, that's funny, man. I know so much.
Yeah,
Like,
you got it down. Dude. Yeah, for
she's
sure.
the daughter of the Captain Marvel's best friend from the movie Captain Marvel.
Got it. I know.
So she's the little daughter, but she's
yeah.
not the same actress. But she's the
Okay.
black girl that's in WandaVision,
Okay.
who goes to the hex.
Yes. Okay.
And then,
Duh. Yeah.
has some kind of power like gleaming in her. And
Right.
at the end of everything, the post-credit scene is a scroll telling her someone's up there and wants to talk to you, who is Nick Fury.
Right.
So she'll go up
Okay.
to space and meet Carol, and they have beef together. And then
Mhm.
Miss Marvel will be a part of the mixture too.
Okay. Okay. Very cool. Okay. Man, it's gonna. Yeah, we'll see how it plays out. We'll see.
Love and Thunder was probably
It's
the
been hit or miss.
worst movie I've seen.
Yeah.
Within this little
dude.
phase 4. Is it
Yeah.
phase 4 too?
And that's the thing. I guess that's what it is. Is like there's been a couple disappointments in this new phase. So I'm
Mhm.
just like not really satisfied with what I'm seeing here. And I probably prejudged what's Lady Hulk, what is it, Miss Hulk?
That's funny because they say
Chick
that
Hulk.
shit, they say that shit in the
Female
in the
Hulk.
TV. It's like, it's She-Hulk. or
She
whatever.
Hulk. There you go. Duh. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Thor Love and Thunder was like, what are y'all doing?
Yeah.
What is this? I like
Wasn't
how they have the
special.
Guardians in it because that's what last time we left off with them after Endgame or whatever. So I get it. They have to be in the movie for the first 5 seconds, but I don't know. I liked Gore and Thought. I don't like how they like depicted him. He was like weirdly strong and weak at the same time. It was just weird.
Yeah.
It was
Absolutely.
weird. And then having Jane, like, I get it. That's a part of the comics and stuff like that. Same kind of concept. And also having Darcy, who was also in WandaVision, there too for a quick second. I don't know. It was weird to me.
Yeah, it feels like they're like it almost feels like the teenage like adolescent years here, you know, where it's like trying to refigure things out, you know, because we did so well, we had so much fun in the first several phases that now it's like everything's kind of scattered, and so I'm excited to see how they pull it together, but I'm also kind of disappointed in some of the storylines that we've been seeing so far.
They allegedly are saying like this is just like the response to the trauma of phase 3, 2, and whatever. So it's like a lot more touchy feely.
I can see that.
Like, and
yeah, it's
trying
like
to,
a soft landing, you know, like kind of, hey
like,
guys,
we've
it's
brought
not
your
all
fucking
over.
mind.
Yeah, it's gonna be okay. Everybody's gonna build back up. Things will
Yeah.
be fine. Yeah, that's understandable for sure.
And then phase 5, which is okay. So yeah,
They've got Deadpool in phase 6. That's exciting.
So Black Panther is going to be the final phase of this little group of movies, and then we have our next 5. So
Okay,
Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania.
Yeah.
That's one I'm really excited for.
no doubt.
Here in the next few
Absolutely.
months or so, if it comes out on time. The Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, and then the Marvels, which is Captain Marvel and that crew.
Yeah, understood.
I'm not sure I'm excited about anything else but Blade. I don't really know if I
Really?
want Sam Wilson to stay my Captain America. For some reason.
Really?
He has no power. Like I know he has tech and stuff like that, like everybody else, but
Yeah, but he's
gotta
not
see-
juiced up like they
Yeah.
were like Bucky and Captain America were.
yeah, I got to see what they do with that and who they introduce. That's where the leader's supposed to come in from, the original Hulk.
Okay.
He's supposed to be in there, and then the Thunderbolts. They released their little group of people.
Yeah.
I don't know what that's supposed to look like, and I don't
Meh.
even know if it's a movie or a TV show.
Okay. Blade should be very good, of course.
I hope it is.
Yeah. Hopefully.
And I
mean,
bet Wesley Snipes better be somewhere in this bitch.
one would think, right?
Apparently, his movies is what saved Marvel.
I
And,
heard.
like,
Yeah.
like,
They
is
brought
it-
it back. Yeah.
like when they released it, it was like the first like superhero kind of movie, and like they were going bankrupt.
Right.
So they were still selling people, like selling like characters
Yeah.
to other studios.
And then they did well, and they're like,
yeah,
shit,
yeah, we'll
these
keep this
guys.
one,
Yeah,
motherfucker. Yeah, we're gonna bring him
for
back one
sure.
day. We don't know when.
Yeah, no, that is cool to see that he's coming back for sure. And then Phase 6, that's what I'm
20 to
excited for
24.
right there, dude.
Deadpool,
Deadpool,
3.
Fantastic Four, 2 Avengers. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
this is
gonna
the
be-
back to back.
That's
Yeah,
gonna be good for sure.
and this is the only thing. This is all they released at this point. So
Right.
like they're already thinking about Phase 7 and 8.
Right. Oh, for sure. Yeah, they gotta be for sure. I'm excited, dude. That Kang Dynasty, that is gonna be good. See how they play that out.
I want to see what it's gonna look like. Yeah, it's gonna be wild, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be wild.
Yeah, no doubt. But talk about Disney ruining things. What about Star Wars? Have you seen any of that?
I am the original 6 kind of guy. So like I like
enough.
the first 3,
Right.
and I like how like they reversed it, like
Sure.
you know, New Hope and whatever,
Right.
and then the 3, and then after that I like the what was the series called?
So they had the Mandalorian.
I like that.
That was decent, but Obi-Wan,
That was fire.
you like it?
I
Yeah.
loved it.
See, that's what I mean by like sanitized. It feels almost cheesy to me, man. It
I
feels like a
loved-
Disney version of Star Wars.
I loved the Obi-Wan series
Okay.
because they brought back the right people,
Yeah.
and the story was there, and I
Yeah.
liked the Vader versus Obi-Wan
Oh, I
shit we
love how
never
evil,
saw.
yeah, Vader is. And
Yeah,
how
he's like,
pissed
"Fuck
he is."
you!
Yeah, dude, he's just so angry, man. Yeah,
I
it's
like
understandable.
that. That's what
Yeah.
really brought me back. And then they had Liam Neeson come back.
Yeah, fair
That was
enough.
fire too.
Fair enough. Yeah.
That's probably the most fire series I've seen. I haven't seen Andor or anything like that yet because
No,
I
me
don't know what
neither.
the fuck that is.
Yeah,
I don't
well, and
know.
I heard that like I've seen people post about it where they're like, I don't even remember that it's Star Wars until like X-wings
Yeah.
show up and stuff like that. You know, I read that post the other day. Yeah, sorry for whoever I just ripped off. But yeah, it's we'll see how they play it out. I
think-
did like how it all ended though.
I think there's just a bigger play in a lot of stuff. Like,
Mhm.
you know, we get the hardcore stuff in the movies or
Sure.
the few movies. I don't know. Rogue One was weird to me.
Yeah, it's kind of iffy.
up
It
and
was just
down.
a bridge, you know, like
Yeah.
a filler. Yeah.
But like I think I like the ideal of, and this is what like these certain like facets of movies are being able to do way better than DC. DC just restarts every fucking
Mm-hmm. I know.
year.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? Like
New actors,
like
new everything.
we can't even go back to a time where there was
Right.
a specific actor as a
Yeah.
Batman and
Right.
like go through that process
Dude,
of
Batman, that pisses me off so much, dude. And it sucks because the last Batman was great,
Mm-hmm.
and the new Batman, it was pretty good. I really like that one. And so they're both awesome, but the fact that they're just two different stories now,
Yeah.
it bothers me, man.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, and that's
DC
DC's
had
problem.
the chance. So DC has, and I said we're going to talk about DC, but it's about that. It's about goddamn time.
We can shit on it.
Yeah. When DC goes dark, fire.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So,
agreed.
but there's no continuity. So, like, what's it called? Titans. You ever watch the show Titans?
No, I haven't seen it.
Like the actual live action Titans.
Okay, no,
Best DC series
really.
ever.
Okay,
Like they bring in like it's so dark, but it's so good. Like it's
Yeah.
it's fire. Storylines is cool. Everything's cool. They have yet to implement that into like the actual DC like
right.
movies and
So
shit
the
like
one
that.
good thing that they've got going.
The
for
one
them-
good thing they
Yeah.
can't bring to
Yeah.
where they need to bring it, and then the Snyder Cut was fire again.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was made. That's right on line for me with Infinity War, not Endgame.
Mm-hmm.
Infinity War,
Okay.
because they give backstories like the original that came out. I think it was like 2 hours or something like that.
Yeah. Where you could tell it was all choppy.
Yeah,
all
it was
cut
like
up.
I don't
Yeah.
even know about Cyborg. He's just here.
Right. He
Like
just
they
shows
gave
up.
him, they
Yeah.
gave him so much more of a backstory. They
Right.
gave so much more about the mother box and stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
and what happened instead of like cutting shit out. Which I think movies should be 4 hours. And that's my opinion.
Right. Or you do a series.
Yeah,
You
or-
know? Yeah. Like one of the two.
But a series are split in two, like in game and Infinity
Mm-hmm. Right.
War. Just split it in half.
Right.
A year
right.
apart.
Do
Do
3
it.
hours each. We'll
Yeah.
watch them. You know, I'll pay for it.
Facts.
Yeah.
But yeah, DC's just so up. It don't. I know they have better characters, kind of,
Yeah.
but then not really because everyone's just like a different version of each other. Like you have Water Superman. You
Right.
have,
Right. I was about to say like Aquaman, bro. Like,
you have Water Aquaman. You have
Yeah.
Water Superman. You
Yeah.
have Ring Superman. You have Fast Superman.
Yeah. Right. Basically.
You have
yeah.
Woman Superman.
Yeah. Yeah. For
You
sure.
have
It's
Broke
like
Bat.
there's
You have,
there's no originality for sure, man.
you have doesn't have Strength Superman and Batman.
Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah. Rich, non-strong Batman or Superman. Yeah. But you give him kryptonite, and now all of a sudden he's basically
Yeah.
Superman.
You have Robot Superman. Like they all
Yeah.
kind of do the same
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, for sure. There's no originality, and that's the cool thing about these guys is like There was like characters that they were introducing in Marvel, like Ant-Man, like Doctor Strange, where I was like, meh, whenever I first heard about it, and then
Yeah.
they release him, and you're like, oh yeah, he's pretty dope.
Yeah, they're trying
like,
to keep. They're trying to keep up.
Yeah.
Right. You know, like I haven't seen the Black Adam movie. I'm gonna wait till it comes out on some kind of streaming platform.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go see that shit. But like,
Wait, is it it's a white dude playing Black Adam this time?
no, it's
right?
The Rock.
It is? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Understood. I don't know why I saw that. I don't know what I'm thinking of then.
Yeah, it's The
Okay.
Rock.
Oh, you gotta love The Rock though. I mean,
Yeah,
for
I would.
sure.
Go, I'm watching it because of him,
Yeah, fair enough.
not because of the story. But they have their little like Doctor Fate finally is in their universe.
Okay.
And he
Yeah.
acts and does the same shit as Doctor Strange. Like,
Right.
who gets to it first? And that's why I really want to go see Wakanda Forever, is because like
Yes.
they did Aquaman first. But I'm pretty sure this motherfucker's gonna be way cooler. I think Neymar
yeah.
is gonna be way cooler than
Yeah,
Aquaman.
absolutely, dude. 100%
you got to one character first,
Yeah.
and if you lose that,
Yeah.
oh no, you get
Which they will.
Yeah,
Yeah, Marvel's gonna take it, dude. Because Marvel's got it planned out, man. You know,
Yeah.
and then we're so invested. I
Yeah.
can't wait to watch.
They
all
just
these
be
with my
watching what
kid,
they
you know?
doing over there. Like, hey, go watch a couple of those DC movies.
Yeah.
They did that. We would never.
Yeah, exactly. Don't do that. Don't do that. Steal that character. Don't
Bet.
do that.
Yeah, we'll do it this way. We'll
Yeah,
make it more
exactly.
cultural.
Here's how they
like,
sucked here.
yeah.
You know. Yeah,
Bet.
absolutely. Yeah, for sure. That's like their blooper cuts, man. They just watch it to like figure out what not to do.
Facts.
Sad, man. Sad.
I wish they would do better, man. Like I wish, because I grew up on DC versus Marvel. I was not watching Spider-Man like that. I was
Right.
not watching Captain America. I didn't know who
Right.
the fuck Thor was.
Right.
I watched the Hulk a few times in different cartoons. Like I didn't know
Yeah.
who the fuck these people were. I know
Yeah.
Batman.
But you watched Batman. You watched Superman.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
they failed terribly.
Yeah, dude, they dropped the ball, man. I almost feel bad for him.
I
know?
don't. You
Yeah.
got too much money.
They should cross it over. That'd be cool.
I think that might happen
That'd
one
be
day.
kind of
The
cool. man.
multiverse.
Yeah, it could.
I think,
Why not?
I think because they've made references to each other.
Yeah.
In different.
Have
you
they?
know- yeah. In
Really?
WandaVision, they talked about Superman.
Did they really?
Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah, because I think when Agatha is like choking the kids with her chaos magic or whatever, or there's some phrase that's said about Superman, and also there's a phrase about
Really?
Superman and Eternals as well
No kidding.
about Icarus.
Okay.
It was like it's like Superman, and
Yeah.
he's like, I don't wear a cape.
No kidding,
Yeah.
dude. So they're not just joking. Like this is like these are comic books in our world kind
Yeah.
of thing.
Yeah,
Got it.
even in She-Hulk, like the Marvel comics exist
Right.
in the universe,
Right.
already.
Well, so like in She-Hulk, the DC comics exist in that universe.
No, the Marvels, just
Okay.
Marvel.
Okay.
So
I see what you're saying.
I'm
Okay.
sure there's gonna be some kind of crossover at some point in time. I think Marvel's just like, yo, like, can y'all figure it out so we can do this?
Right.
Like,
Seriously, get your shit
can y'all
together.
get a team
dude.
together
Yeah,
finally?
Do something
Can we do
that
something where we can
with.
work together?
Yeah,
like,
for real.
I think Marvel's
Yeah.
trying to push it out as far as possible. Like,
Yeah.
DC, come on, it's like the little brother thing. Like,
Yeah.
hey, can you put your shoes on faster? man?
Yeah,
I gotta
dude,
go.
we're just gonna keep making movies. We're gonna keep throwing you bones. Let's make it happen, dude. We'll drop your guys' name a couple times.
We'll
you know?
do it. We'll make
Yeah.
it. We'll make it a thing for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. No hard feelings. Let's just make it work. Yeah, that would be cool, dude. That would be awesome.
I think they will.
They
I,
could link the two
I
universes.
think they can do it. I think they will do it at some point. But we'll probably be 40.
Yeah, probably.
52
I'll
or
still
something.
watch it. That's
Yeah,
fine
I'll
with
still
me.
watch it.
Yeah, I'll hang
You
out.
take
I'll
all my
wait.
money.
Dude. I'll wait. I'll wait. I got plenty of time, man. Hopefully, we'll see.
Yeah, this was Marvel Ass Talking Podcast episode ever, man.
Yeah. Oh, for sure, man. Dude, I'm glad you know as much as you do about it, for sure. Because like I'm like a fan, but you know this. You know
Oh
the
yeah,
details.
I'm into it, man.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
into it. Like I like connectivity. Like so, any
Yeah.
movies that have like a level of connectivity in it,
Yeah.
like multiple times, like
Right.
the Marvel franchise, the Saw franchise,
Yeah.
like
Mhm.
shit like that, to where it's like there is actual continuity in what people are saying in one movie, and how hard it is for screenwriters and
Mm-hmm. Oh my
directors
God.
to figure
and
that shit
different
out.
guys too, because it's not like it's the same director.
Yeah.
And same. Yeah, it's the same
Yeah.
writing crew, right?
Yeah.
That's doing everything. Yeah. Okay.
Like that, I like that shit, and that's why I
Yeah.
fucking love the new Doctor Strange, because I was like, this is a Sam Raimi movie in Marvel.
Right.
I love three
Right.
things about movies:
Right.
zombies,
Okay.
horror tropes,
Okay.
and Marvel.
Yeah.
And
that's it.
That was it.
You got it all, dude. You don't even need to watch any more movies. Man.
Facts.
Like, they just need to keep making those.
If they could
over
just
and
make
over
that again, like
Yeah.
cool. But I don't.
Which
think
they probably will. You don't think so?
Nah, I think that's out of there for that. I
Yeah.
don't think there's going to be another horror movie, because the original person who was supposed to direct it, I don't know his name or remember his name, but like it was too gory. They fired him and then hired
Really?
Sam Raimi
Okay.
to like rein it back.
To bring it back in
Yeah.
and make it a little more fun.
Yeah, they even was watching a director's what do you call it? Like directors, like what did they do? Like
Director's
highlights,
cut
like
or
yeah.
something. Yeah.
They'll talk about it, and they were like, "Yo, that scene when Wanda was way worse.
Really?
Yeah,
Hmm.
like it was going to be way worse. Like they were, I think there was some kind of like scenario where like she gets Reed Richards and like wraps him around uh Black Bolt's mouth, and there's some crazy shit that was gonna happen
Nuts.
because those 4 actors that played the Illuminati weren't in the same room. Like it was
Right.
just one person here, one person there, one person there,
Right.
not in the same room. That's how they cut it.
Yeah.
But it was supposed to be way, 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 way worse.
Got it. Got it. Why do you think they did that to Wanda though? Like, why do you think they sent her so far?
Because not only the Darkhold, I think
Mm-hmm.
that, and I think you have to rein in characters that are that powerful.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
you can't almost a fucked up Thanos
Yeah.
and then just be a part of the Avengers, because nothing happening moving forward is going to
Right.
be fair. It's not going to make sense. Like
Right.
if any conflict happens
Yeah.
in the
you
universe,
just pull it
right?
back. But they
Hey.
could have done what they did with Marvel and just said, "Hey, you go find your kids or something like that." You know what I mean? Like, go figure that part out, and we'll bring you back when we need you. I didn't like how they built her up so much just to.
Well, I don't think she's done. I think that built
Yeah.
up is still a part of the story, because like it was a very redemption ass story for me, because like she had whatever she wanted. She's been good. She
Mm-hmm.
killed people in Lagos in Civil War, right? She hurt people.
Yeah.
She reined
She
herself
was
back.
kind of bad. Yeah.
Yeah, she reined herself back. She couldn't control her powers.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Avengers are telling her, "Hey, you have to kill your boyfriend." And then
Yeah.
Snap comes back,
Mm-hmm.
and she's like,
Is
"I
she gonna
didn't
get him
have to do
back?
that.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I didn't have to kill the loved one."
Right. Right.
Yeah, I'm pissed. And
was
the only
pretty
thing I can
brutal.
think about is having these children, because that was the last time I felt well.
Yeah. Fair
Right.
enough. Yeah.
And I had my fake dude, but the kids were more important to me. So yeah, I'm gonna read this dark ass book. Fuck it. I'm sure
Yeah.
there's a page on there that says you're gonna be fucked up and evil. And she's
Yeah.
like, fuck that.
Yeah. Who cares?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fine.
Yeah, I want
That's
my
a fair
kids back.
trade-off.
Like I've
Yeah.
not been. It's not been fair to me.
Yeah, that's fair. She did
You know?
get screwed over.
Yeah,
pretty
and she-
bad. Her brother
she-
died. Her parents died.
Yeah.
She kills her loved ones.
Yeah.
Loses their kids. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And
She got pretty screwed
Yeah,
over.
you're gonna be a fucked up person.
She
You're not gonna be a
should've chilled the fuck
superhero
out, though.
anymore.
Yeah, fair enough.
You're not gonna be a superhero.
Yeah, I can see what you're saying. That's understandable. She's been through some shit. She deserves to be.
The
you know.
arc is fire. I know, like people like from WandaVision was like, man, she was so good there. I mean, she
Yeah.
was still fucked up. She created a town. Like,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
her hurt made the town.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
She
right.
was a grieving person.
Right, yeah.
So yeah, she
That's
was
true.
not
She was hella
together.
powerful. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they still have Agatha too. So there's
Oh, that
like,
there's another TV
there's
show
a
coming out about
tie-in
that.
here.
She's
Okay.
gonna. I think it's Agnes Heart of Agnes something of Heartness or something like that. And
Okay.
she's supposed to return to that too.
Right. Well, because I heard that she actually in the comics she was the mentor for Wanda. Like she helped train her up and everything. So
Yep.
there's
And
got to be
then
something there.
There's words there, you know, like
Mm-hmm.
even in WandaVision, she's like, you're the Scarlet Witch, and Wanda's like, I don't give a fuck, I don't even know what that means. And then
Yeah.
like before she changes it back to like regular person
Mm-hmm.
or whatever, she's like, you're gonna want my help.
Yeah.
And
Right.
she's like, no, I don't want to. I'm
Yeah.
good. I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm cool.
I'll be
I'm cool.
fine.
Yeah,
She's
I'm
like-
cool. And she's
yeah.
like, all right, bet, bitch.
Yeah.
You'll be
Right.
back.
Just wait. Doug.
Just
yeah.
wait.
Yeah.
It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
Because she had the book for X amount of centuries. She
Yeah,
knows what
she
the
was
fuck to
sitting
do.
on it,
She
yeah.
knows what's up. So
Mhm.
yeah, I don't think Wanda's arc is crazy. I think it's exactly what it should be.
Really?
Ultimately.
See,
Yeah.
and you know more about this than me, so I'm gonna go with your expertise on this.
Yeah.
Because that kind of bummed me out. But yeah, it was just like there was that redemption, and then it even ends with her like sitting there harnessing power and figuring it out. The WandaVision, you know,
Yeah.
that's how it all ends. And then she comes
And that's
back
the start
and
of
she
it.
just wrecks
That's
shop
the
on
start of
everybody.
it. That's her dealing with the Darkhold. That's a responsibility of the Darkhold that
Yeah.
turns you, changes you.
Yeah, fair
So
enough.
yeah,
Hmm.
especially if it changes you. And it's actually funny that you're not like with the arc, because like she's basically said in the movie, like in the Doctor Strange movie, when Strange goes up to her and he's like, and she's like, just give me the girl, bro.
Yeah,
And he's like, I'm not gonna do that. And
Yeah.
she was like,
yeah.
I've been not fucking you up
Yeah,
for this long
exactly.
time.
I've
I
been
could have been
holding
fucked you
off,
up.
dude.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
could have
yeah.
been fucked
Exactly.
you up
Yeah.
this whole
You
time.
really
and I
want that smoke?
yeah, okay, bet.
Yeah,
Because I really could have pulled up here on some like bang bang shoot 'em up.
yeah, for
But
sure.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to talk to you, my guy.
Right,
I'm
exactly.
sane right
I'm
now.
only being cool with you because of our history.
yeah,
you
yeah, we
know?
did some cool things
Yeah,
together. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying? But
exactly.
if you're
We're
not
on the
gonna
same
respect
team.
what I want,
Yeah.
fuck this whole sanctum up.
That's fair enough. Fair enough. Dude, in Doctor Strange, he is like, he's kind of a punk too. You know what I mean?
He's an asshole.
Yeah, okay. I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to say it. But yeah, he thinks his shit doesn't stink. So
Yeah.
it is funny to watch him get his ass kicked a couple times. And then Spider-Man, kind of wrecks him a little bit in there. So that was
Yeah,
fun.
I'm like, dog, you can't be beat by Spider-Man and you know magic, bro.
Yeah, come on, bro. Yeah. What are you doing wrong? Though Spider-Man's instincts, that would be cool, man, to have that power, So I could see how he would be a good match for him, at least a little bit there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've screwed up a couple characters in this new saga, man.
Who?
Well, Spider-Man gets screwed over. He loses everybody basically.
I think that's a good arc for him too, based off
so?
of what we've had. We've had him in 4 movies now. 4? No, 5.
Yeah, Captain America.
No, actually,
the 3 movies. Oh, he's been in several when you count the Avengers.
Yeah, 7. I
Yeah.
think 7. So
Okay.
his 3, Civil War, and then the 2 movies. So 6.
Okay.
Whatever. So I think the arc works for him because like he made the sacrifice, right? Like he made the decision to,
Yeah,
just-
it's like a grown up.
Yeah.
He had to.
He's
grow
growing up
kind of
now.
thing.
Now he's
Yeah.
no longer the teenager. He can exist, and I think they're gonna bring him with Daredevil because Daredevil's getting his own series as well. It's gonna be 18 fucking episodes.
No shit.
Yeah,
And it's the same Daredevil that came
Yep.
from the Netflix series,
Yep.
right?
He's
Okay.
actually in She-Hulk.
Yeah, I did see that. I know that they're bringing him back. That should be good
Yeah,
for sure.
he made his first little introduction back in She-Hulk for a
Okay.
couple episodes.
Okay, very cool.
Yeah, he's
and
fucking
dude,
She-Hulk.
Kingpin,
Yeah.
that was dope. Bringing him in.
I
That
didn't
was
like
awesome.
how they brought him in though, like
No?
because like the end scene of the episode before he's actually in, he's on the
Mm-hmm.
fucking phone. I'm like, come on, bro, you can't introduce Kingpin on the phone,
Right,
bro.
right.
Like,
Yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah.
Kingpin.
Yeah,
and then
for
they don't
sure.
even give any like expectation or not expectation, like explain why this motherfucker's so strong.
That's what I was wondering. I even looked at my wife. I was like, "What the hell was that?" And she was like, "I think he's just a big dude." I was like,
Nah,
"You can't
big
just
dudes
rip
can't rip the
doors
cars off to a door card, though.
Right, dude. Come on, man.
Yeah, I wonder what they're
Yeah.
gonna do with him with
Yeah.
that because like I wonder if he has some version of the super soldier.
He's got
serum
got to.
or some shit, or I don't know who he's working with, but
Yeah.
yeah. Hopefully they get him right.
Yeah,
I like the fact that they can bring these people from other places and we just ignore everything else.
yeah. Oh,
'Cause
for
Daredevil
sure.
had
We're just
3 whole
happy to
seasons.
have them,
Yeah.
dude. We're like, yes,
Like
yeah,
they played
bring
them the
'em
best,
in.
so why not just bring them to the MCU?
Yes,
so,
I do love that, and that's one of the coolest things about this whole multiverse concept.
Yeah.
Is that you can just start pulling in whatever the
Yep.
hell you want,
From
and
whatever.
we're just gonna buy it because it
Facts.
makes sense when you got the multiverse. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm excited for the X-Men coming in, hopefully, and Deadpool. Obviously, if they bring in Deadpool, they have to bring in,
some version of the
it
X-Men
only
or something.
makes sense. Yeah. So,
2029 or some shit.
what do you think about the new X-Men series? Like, well, not new, but the remake over the past couple
So,
movies that
like,
they've done over the past few years.
Was it Phoenix?
Yeah.
First Class?
Mm-hmm.
I don't really care.
No,
No, because
no.
a lot of it is like it's not really concurring. Like the only person that made it concurring is Hugh Jackman.
Yeah,
Jackman?
yeah.
Wolverine.
Which is kind of weird that they like crossed him over. I guess he was just such a good Wolverine that you had to keep him in.
I think it's a fan thing. I think it's like bringing Toby and Andrew in.
Yeah,
Like,
fair
I think
enough.
it's just a fan thing,
Yeah,
honestly.
keep him around for as long as he's
Yeah.
around. Down to do
And it
it.
was so predictable in Spider-Man No Way Home.
What's
Like,
that?
It was so predictable in Spider-Man No Way Home. I was like, yeah, these motherfuckers gonna be in here. Like,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Everybody saw it coming, dude. Even before when they were breaking down like the concept art, where they're like, well, there's 3 villains flying in different directions.
Yeah,
and
you
then
can even
one
see the, like,
Spider-Man. Yeah. It's like, okay, we know what's
yeah,
happening.
he's not
dude.
that strong.
Yeah, right. Come on. Well, he took like 1 movie each for
Yeah.
him to whoop their asses.
Yeah.
Anyways, Yeah. So that was cool. That was definitely cool.
I like the idea, but yeah, I think it was executed great. So I wonder. I think they're talking about having Andrew have another like a 4th movie.
Really?
Now that he's back and like referencing like his time in the other universe.
Right. Okay.
Because
Okay.
now
How
at
they
this
crossed
point
over.
you can do that and then bring
Right.
in like a Morales or bring in other Spider-Man, Spider-Gwen, and all this other shit. Like you can do a lot now. So
Yeah. Definitely.
we'll see what it really is for the next couple of years with Spider-Man. I don't know if they're going to be able to retain the rights from Sony
Yeah.
because I think they signed them originally on like a 4-movie basis or something like that, and then
Okay.
they read up with him
Yeah.
for the Avenger movies, and he only has one more movie right now in his current contract.
Okay.
So
got
he'll
it.
be in something else. I just
Right.
don't know what it will be.
Right.
But I'm thinking it might be like the Daredevil series, like a Spider-Man, Daredevil. They're both in New York.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
it
they
makes
already
sense to pull them
established that She-Hulk's in L.A. and California and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So and then the Young Avengers are coming up too. So
Mm-hmm.
every superhero has their own little version of themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Thor has his daughter. Hawkeye has Kate Bishop.
Right.
Spoiler alert: Hulk has a son.
No kidding.
Yeah, it's it's
shit.
the last episode of the She-Hulk
Really? Okay.
TV show, and then who else? Iron Man doesn't maybe have his daughter, but he has Ironheart. It's to be that, and then Scott Lang for Ant-Man has Stature, who she's gonna be in the new movie too. So she's the younger version with maybe the same technology or suit. So yeah, I don't know who's gonna be like the young leader person.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a hard one because it almost seemed like it would be Spider-Man that would kind of take on that mantle because he had some of the tech and he was obviously mentored, sort of.
I think it's gonna be
Iron Man.
Vision because I think the comics like
How
have
do they
Vision.
how do they bring Vision back?
He's already back from WandaVision. He's the White Vision.
Oh yeah. She created him. She
Yeah.
conjured him up. Yeah.
No, she didn't conjure him up. The government took his body and
That's
used
right.
her chaos magic
That's
to,
right. Okay.
to get
Yeah,
him
yeah.
back. So I think
He was kind of a
ultimately-
creepy version of Vision, though.
Yeah,
it
I
wasn't the
think-
same Vision. You
no,
know?
you're not at all. But I
Yeah.
think that he might be like the mentor person
Okay.
for like the young Avengers because
Yeah.
I know that. At least I hope that they do this is like, Mr. Fantastic's ancestor
Mhm.
is named Nathan Richards,
Okay.
also a variant of Kang.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think they're gonna do a scenario where it's Kang alternate self as Nathan Richards helping Ant-Man to get to the quantum realm.
Right.
But Kang knows that already. So
Right.
he's gonna like set things in motion.
Right. He
to make
already
it
knows
happen.
how it ends. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just got to play his role
Yeah.
with the intention of what, whooping all the other King's asses, or
No, getting Scott Lang into the quantum realm. I think Scott has something that he needs.
okay.
I think there's something in place that Ant-Man can that only Ant-Man can do.
Right.
That Kang knows that because
Yeah.
he's fucked up mad Kang. I mean, he's fucked up mad Ant-Man's in his life,
Everybody- Yeah.
and he's done this before.
Mhm.
So I think it's gonna be one of those. Like every Ant-Man movie's been a heist.
Yeah.
Like they always got to go get something.
Yeah. That makes sense.
So I think it's gonna be the same concept for the
Okay.
newest one.
Yeah, I could see that.
Kang's gonna be like, "Hey, bro, you need to get this for me.
Yeah.
If
Right.
you want it, if you want to get it for me, I'll get you this."
Right. Yeah. I'll make
And
a
it might
trade,
be
same
saving
thing.
someone in his family. And
Right.
I think Ant-Man's gonna die. Honestly,
You think so?
I think Paul Rudd's out of here.
Why do you say that?
Because I think we're moving into that transition to where like we don't need an Ant-Man anymore.
Don't say that.
We don't need an Ant-Man. We have Stature and Wasp. Like we don't need them anymore.
It's painful to hear. Yeah, because he's funny, dude. He's a good character. It's sad to lose him.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I'm just salty, man. Like all these people that I fell in love with over the past decade, they're all gone.
That's a part of it, right? Like
Yeah.
instead of like being like DC and just recasting people, like we can just actually progress the story.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
we can just do the same story, but progress it with someone else, introduce
Right.
them in the same
and that
light.
makes sense. You got to. You
Yeah.
only got so much contract with these guys.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Imagine if like Ben Affleck and what was his name? Who was the other Batman? Christian Bale?
Yeah, Bale.
What
Yeah.
if they like made a transition? Like what if he was like,
Yeah.
I'll take this on from here now.
Right. No,
Like,
nobody
and
would
they
have
just
liked
kept
that.
going.
Nobody liked Ben Affleck as Batman either way. So,
He's
know.
coming back.
Oh, don't tell me that, dude.
He'll be an Aquaman too.
Really?
Yeah.
The new Batman is dope, though. I mean, like, see, that's the problem with DC. I can't even go there with it, dude. It's just too much. Like you said, no continuity. Bothers me.
What was who was the newest? Robert Patton or
Yeah.
whatever? Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a good movie.
He killed it.
That was a great movie.
Mhm.
You'll just never you'll never see a Superman in that movie. He don't look like he can beat Superman.
Yeah, he's almost like lower budget almost.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
it's like he can't beat Superman.
Yeah. For
Ain't
sure.
no man. It's not Batman versus Superman with him. It's like him
Yeah.
versus like strippers and hookers.
Yeah, for sure. Gangbangers
Yeah.
and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's understandable. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good stuff, though.
Yeah.
Cool.
This is great. This is Marvel Pod.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have anything else except for Captain Marvel was a horrible movie.
Yeah.
Brie Larson's not that great of an actor.
Yeah,
Never
she's-
has been.
Yeah, she's a little dry for me, but
No character at all. Just like robotic.
yeah, exactly.
She should have been in Internals.
She's kind of annoying. Like if you hung out with her, you'd be like, oh god.
Yeah,
you're
she
just
should have
talking shit
definitely been in
again.
Internals.
Yeah.
She would have felt. She would have been
Should've
right
been good
there.
for that one?
Yeah, we don't
Yeah.
need a backstory for her.
Yeah, just throw her in.
Just
yeah,
throw her in there,
yeah.
and throw her in the tin,
and win
and
the movie, and
call it a day.
it would have been just as bad as it was from the get go.
Facts.
Yeah, understood.
Yeah,
That's good stuff, man. There's definitely some stuff to look forward to.
yeah. Hopefully. I mean, not hopefully. They'll do it. They'll make it make sense eventually.
Yeah.
It just won't be in our time that we want it to be. Like I want to know tomorrow what's happening the next 5 years. But
Right.
Yeah, and
But
I
this
think
gives me hope. I mean, I'm gonna go back and keep watching. I was looking forward to the movies, so I'm gonna go back and watch a couple of these shows that I've missed out on.
yeah, for
Definitely
sure.
Moon Knight.
Yeah, I gotta watch it. And hopefully, again, I hope they figure this stuff out. But it was the same kind of. I think, and also the pandemic as well made a super gap
Yeah,
because they were
which hurt
consistent.
him. Yeah,
They
yeah,
were
yeah.
consistent. There was like 3 movies a year
Right.
and like X amount of TV shows.
Yeah.
That whole year and a half, 2 years gap.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what really put it back as
Yeah.
far as like experience goes. Because like
For
we should have been had like all these movies
Yeah.
like prior
Because
to
we,
this
we
date.
could have dealt with the lull, you
Yeah.
know, like that we're dealing with these new shows and stuff like that, had it been right after.
Yeah, if it was just bang,
yeah.
bang, 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 like as expected to be,
Yeah.
versus it being that 2 year period in between everything, then Black Widow comes out randomly on a Tuesday. Like,
Right.
what the fuck just happened? So,
Right. Yeah, that makes sense for sure.
yeah,
I'm gonna have to go back and watch Endgame again, man. This got me.
best movie
hyped.
ever.
It was good, man. I've seen it like 2 or 3 times
I've
now.
seen it
at
at
this
least
point.
7.
No shit.
No, and I always go back to the part like I watched the first half of it. But,
Yeah.
man, the last 26 minutes of that
Oh,
movie
tell me about it,
is
dude.
the greatest
Tell me about
amount
it. When
of
the Hulk is
cinematic.
like, give me that gauntlet, dude. And
The
then it
last
just
27
pops.
minutes, bro. From
Yeah,
that
dude.
point to the end is the best consistent movie
Oh,
experience.
dude, I'm getting chills thinking about Iron Man snapping, dude.
Yeah.
Oh god, it's so good.
With the
dude.
characters, with the ability to like put that shit together, like
Yeah.
that's talent, bro.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I'm telling you, that's the best
It was good.
26 or whatever minutes of cinematic history
Yeah.
right then and there. They will never top that.
No.
Unless they do it with King Dynasty.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah.
Unless they
Kang
do that
Dynasty,
with like every
yeah,
variant ever.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
if they do every fucking Iron Man
They
out
pull
there.
people
they-
in, and maybe
every
even
Captain
cameo
America.
a couple people in there
Yep.
too.
Have a
you
Chris
know?
Evans in there.
Yeah,
have
get Robert
Down-
Downey
yep.
back. Yeah,
if they
that'd
do
be
that,
cool.
oh,
That'd be cool.
it's next level. You see fucking a rave of fucking 100 Iron Man going at once.
Yes, dude.
100 Captain
Yes.
Americas,
Yeah.
100 Hulks.
Oh man, I could see it. I could see because you need him, dude. When we're fighting that, dude. When
Yeah.
we're fighting Kang, yeah. No, it'll be good. It'll be good.
Yeah.
Good stuff, man.
Yeah, good Marvel stuff, man. Yeah, I don't got nothing else. I felt like I marveled out at the time. At this time, I don't got
Yeah.
nothing else to talk about.
Yeah, I know. I just gotta go get caught up. It was good though,
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I appreciate you coming back on, man. Like
for sure, man.
I've been wanting to do one of these episodes, just talk about Marvel because I know a lot, man.
I know. I get you, dude. I feel you, man. I feel you.
I'm marveled out.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, was there anything else you wanted to plug? Anything else you wanted to say?
No, I'm good, man. I'm just gonna have to go get caught up. Honestly, I feel like I'm a little behind after this conversation, so I'm gonna jump back in for sure. I gotta watch Moon Knight
For sure.
absolutely, and then I'll check out She-Hulk on your recommendation.
Yeah, for
I'll
sure.
Go take a look
They're
at it.
20-minute episodes. I think
Yeah.
there's 8 of them, so
If he's
it's not gonna take you forever.
yeah, I'll just binge them over a night or two.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll take a look, man.
Cool. This is the Can We Talk podcast, episode 68, featuring my guy Zach.
Yes, sir.
This is the most most Marvel episode we've had thus far. Thank you guys for listening, and you guys enjoy the rest of your night.